Here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Guys, welcome to episode 200 of Insensitive Culture. Like I said, episode 200. Man, as always, you know me.
So what?
You know my guy on the other end.
And that fool Blazer, Ramon.
And the guy that might or might not show up at some point is... Jonni. Hey, but we will forever be...
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Episode 200, man. It's been such a crazy year already. I wish we had something special to do today. And even though we have nothing special to do today other than bring you another amazing episode, we will possibly convene at some point and do something special anyway in remembrance of this monumentous occasion. You know, 4 years, bro. 4 years that we have been doing this podcast. Officially, it will be on the 18th, but the month of February has always just been like that yearly mark for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I threw it up on the stories the other day. But yeah, man, we've been doing this for 4 years, and it may sound like it. It may fucking not sound like it. But it's been 4 fun years of producing content, talking our shit, trying to figure out shit that we want to talk about, what we should and should not talk about, how we should talk about it. And you guys are just tuning in for the whole shit.
It reminds me, do you remember when we recorded the test episode that we did at my apartment with Prince? Yes. And I think we forgot to record it, or we fucked something up like immediately. So that was how we kicked off the podcast. Was just fucking up royally. But it was a good time. We had some, I think it was Bud Light Limes, which I didn't fuck with, but I drank anyway because I needed some booze because I was nervous.
I didn't know the extent of your beer bouginess.
No, I can drink them now. You broke me.
It's like it was like a poor man's Corona.
Yeah, that's almost, what I kept telling myself. I was like, I could do this. This is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, that was my shit for a little while. That was my go-to if people I don't know what they drink. Fuck it, Bud Light Limes.
Bud Light Limes. There you go.
But yeah, man, it's been with it being 4 years, that being the test episode, because I was doing my first podcast, the Asylum podcast, which was mainly like interview-based
format.
Interview-based format. It was like a growth type of podcast because I was on my my growth journey, and I really wanted to do something that was fun, and I remember that's why I brought it to your house. I think I heard you on Critical Mass, and because you told me like, yo, I'm on a podcast, yo, I'm blah, blah, blah. Fuck with it. And I listened to it. I listened mainly because of you. And I thought like...
We were homies.
Yeah, obviously. And then I thought like, damn, Dave is the better one out of this whole podcast. No offense to Critical Mass, but I didn't know you guys at the time. But I do remember that is exactly how I thought. And I was like, yo, if I start a podcast that has to do with like shit that I enjoy, I got to get Dave on it.
Yep.
But the obstacle is I got to get Dave on it.
That's tough. That's a tall order, but no, you pulled it off, son. The booze lubed me up a little bit, and you slipped it in, and here we are, 4 years later, dog, doing our thing. Opposite
now
coast.
You look forward to it, son.
Facts. I miss it. I miss it when we don't do it. I'm like, fuck,
we miss
man,
a week. It's like, fuck, I gotta get that time in, son. Talk about some shit with my homie.
Facts.
I know that even though Johnny has his hands full, I know he feels the same way, man.
He does. I know he does.
Yeah.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah. I already know. Yeah, so much. But it is what it is. Hopefully hopefully some of that stress is eased a little bit now that he's been off the podcast for
I hope so, yeah.
a little bit. But we'll possibly have the opportunity to ask him today. So, but yeah, man, shout out to the listeners. Like everyone who has been supporting us from day one. Those who are close to us, those who are, who entered the journey along the way, whether they found us on Instagram, TikTok, wherever they found us, and they listen. I love that people reach out to us and, they're passionate enough to tell us, yo, I love this episode. This was great. Share us in their stories and just help spread the word. That is the biggest thing that they could do for us because we're still trying to grow. And that's right. Shout out to I'm gonna butcher their name, but on Instagram, because we shout out Leo all the time and we shout out a few Keith Master and shit and the homies
Obi-Wan.
from IG, Obi-Wan for sure. I reach out to Obi-Wan all the time.
Yeah, same. We chat every now and then, memes and bullshit.
And there's been another one. I'm gonna mispronounce it because it's French name, but Ili Pollard Entertainment. They've also been mad cool. Reach out saying, yo, love this episode, listen to it a couple times.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. And that homie, I honestly followed them because they share a lot of Hollywood stuff, and it was a bond through DC hate because they would post up some stuff in support of Zack Snyder, and then I'd be like, that's bullshit. Like, nah.
Yeah. Fuck all that. He ain't standing for that. No.
Word. But they're now a big listener and couldn't appreciate it more. What in the fuck do I see here?
What do we got?
Man. The myth, the legend is about to join in. And he has a nice surprise for us. Let's see. This guy right here.
Hey, yo.
This dude.
My man. Whoa, that's creepy. Bro, that's creepy.
Oh, man, that is mad creepy, bro.
It was like him, though, but it wasn't. That was wild. Yo. You got like a fade, son? This Vision Pro Johnny got like a kind of hair's he rocking?
Nah, no fade.
Oh, okay.
Just I'm rocking the headphones.
I like it.
No doubt. Okay.
Oh, okay, because you can't really see. Looks like you possibly have like a ponytail in the image or something.
Oh, you know what? I think that's my hoodie. But now that you say that, damn,
It's like
this was a good scan, and now I don't like it.
Native
Now I gotta do
American.
another one.
Yeah,
Last of
because the
the
hair is just off.
last of the Malaves.
For those of you listening, Johnny just jumped in and he is wearing the Apple Vision Pro headset, crushing it, just like shitting on us.
Yeah, that's a big pod
How you
flex,
like
dog.
I've been missing for a long time. I had to come back and do something special.
Yeah,
Long-
hell
long
yeah.
time- long
200th
time
episode.
listener.
At least we could learn about the Vision Pro. How's that been treating you?
I enjoy it. I really do.
Do you use it enough?
Of course, I'm doing the most to
Absolutely.
Yeah,
make it
we see that.
the
Can you
so
see us
do
in
I
your
use
little
it
thing?
enough?
Like you still see us
Yeah.
on the? That's
I'm rocking two things. I am rocking. This is actually something I didn't know you could do. So I didn't realize the iPad app now works. Like you can join StreamYard. For those that don't know, we use StreamYard to record this and broadcast our videos and whatnot, and to have this group chat. And so I didn't realize you could use StreamYard on the iPad app, for one.
Nice.
And so the iPad app works in Vision Pro. So I'm joined inside of, the, I don't even know what, you're not supposed to call it the metaverse or whatever, but inside the virtual world.
The Appleverse.
I am,
I like that.
I have that app up, but then I also have my Mac mirrored. So I see it like a big,
nice.
36-inch screen.
That's why you're
my
like
Mac
looking
is
up. I can
crystal
see
clear.
your eyes like looking up and left and right. That's dope.
So I was trying to move around the windows and stuff, so because the camera specifically, it's like it needs to be directly in front of me for me to look straight on. So
yeah.
Anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about her.
You sound like Mr. Gary Goldfarb. That was our old acting teacher.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
one of those,
I do
yeah.
remember you bringing him up previously.
he sounds like a man that is from the old
timey radio days. The
exactly.
talkies. There's
From the
the talkies.
The talkies.
You'll never catch me, see?
See, that's how it's gonna be. See,
That's how it's gonna be.
That's hilarious. That's really how he would talk.
Yes.
it wasn't that he's
Not like
being
that,
over
but
dramatic, but it was.
just,
You
yeah.
could hear it a little bit
Similar. Yeah.
if you were high in his class, which I was.
So was
Often.
I. Those are my high days, so I'm pretty sure I
Hey.
was fucking high out of my mind.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
throw up the bloods. Can you make the blood sign in Vision
I was
Pro?
trying to do that earlier. I was
You were
like,
trying
how do
to
you?
do
I don't remember how to. I feel like I used to be able to do that shit when I was younger.
Yeah, I
but
forgot about that shit.
I don't know. I don't want to get jumped either.
I'll do something
I don't wanna
simple.
get jumped
Do
in
West
the
Side.
metaverse.
Do the West Side. Can you do that? Nah,
There you go. There you go.
Oh, it's close.
It's like
Hey,
like
hey,
a.
oh,
Hey,
there we go.
What about a
Okay.
finger? Can you give us a finger?
Oh fuck.
Oh
yeah.
fuck yeah!
That's easy.
How about
Definitely give
a
you the
shocker?
What's the shocker?
Is
Two
it?
in the
Yeah,
stick?
Yeah, I
Two in
think
the
that
pink, one in
depends
the
on your
nice.
style. That's Johnny's
Nice.
style
Hey.
shocker right there.
That's all we need is the fuck you and the shocker.
Yeah, there you go. And the LUL. Shout out to my bros.
That's true. That's true too.
Diamond
Donald's
cutter.
listening. He's proud.
Word.
Oh man, how's life been, bro? Baby, all that shit. We haven't heard from you in a minute. At least not
Yeah,
on the
life
pod.
has been pretty fucking wild, man. Lots of new things happening besides
Vision
a
Pro.
ridiculously expensive computer slapped to my face.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, new expansion in the family, right?
Yeah.
And that's been pretty cool. Different, exhausting. For probably more for Joyce than for myself, but
Yeah, of course.
still exhausting for the both of us. And just learning a whole new paradigm of how to manage two kids at the same time and all that whole thing that Wak has been doing like a chief
He's a
for the
pro.
last 2
pro.
years. He's a pro.
I wouldn't say that, but yeah. But I'm
Get
alive.
it down.
Oh man, nice. I didn't know whether because I can the way the camera is, it's currently like blocking your actual face with the goggles, and I can see the image on the bottom, and it looked like you just exhaled a shit ton of smoke, but you were actually drinking.
I was just taking a sip. Yeah.
I was like, damn, my
yeah,
dude is
when you cover
chiefing right
your-
now with the
your
babies
mouth,
in there.
When you cover your mouth, it doesn't know what you're doing, so it just puts this white blob thing.
Yeah, son.
Which is like I was wondering, would I be able to like roll up and smoke while I'm on like work meetings and shit with this?
No.
And I was like, well, they wouldn't really know what I was doing. They would probably just be like, man, Johnny keeps putting his hand to his mouth a lot. But then I realized what it looks like when you put your hand to your mouth and it looks like smoke is exhaling.
Yeah.
So I could tell them that
I mean,
Yeah,
if
they
it's
have
for
an
work,
inhaler.
they should all know what the fuck that is
chips.
now. See, right there, it looks like you puffing some shit and exhaling like a motherfucker.
Right.
Just put a bong to your face. I like it though. How long until you're? I mean, you're not gonna do it. You know, it's just a theoretical question for the podcast because we don't do these stupid illegal things. But you know, would you theoretically ever wear them while your Tesla drives you where you gotta go?
No, because I don't trust the car enough.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's a good answer.
Mad fair.
Yeah, I definitely don't trust the car enough.
I've been with you in the car on those roads where you're like, "Yep, see right there, I had to fucking stop it because it was about to keep going."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
it's and you know, to be fair, the autopilot stuff, it keeps advancing and it gets better, but it's always like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, right? Like it's a little bit better, and then something else is like, there's some things that are like, whoa, this handled that way better, and then you get to like a stoplight and it doesn't know how to make a left turn.
yeah.
Like, so yeah, there's some. I'm definitely not ever doing that. Hell, I already got into a freaking damage. I damaged my car already with freaking autopilot.
Damn.
Full self-driving, for being an idiot, a lazy idiot, and I wasn't wearing the damn goggles. Like I wasn't even smoking yet. I was literally like, it was rolled up. It was right there. It was ready, and I was on my way back home. I was in Westchester, and I was in the parking lot, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take off. And I was like, I've done this before. And I have done it before, where as soon as I put the car into drive, I just hit the driving button and just tell it to go off, right? And it'll pull out of the parking spot, no problem. And for some reason this time it did not pull out well enough, and it scraped the rear fender cover on the car.
I know you were hot.
Like 300, bro. I was so fucking heated. It's not the worst thing that could have happened, but I don't really want to spend $300 for being an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, I was super hot, and not only was I hot, I wasn't even high yet.
Right.
So I was like, "What the fuck?
You
I'm
were
not
really
even high yet."
Like if you were high, then you'd be like, "Fuck, man, I got nobody to blame but myself."
Exactly.
But since you weren't,
now I absolutely can blame the car. Yep. I mean, I still have nobody to blame but myself.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
activating it.
I know.
But it was not. It was not a good drive home. I mean, I immediately sparked the L after getting on the highway, but I was really upset. So anyways, to answer that question, no, I'm not.
I won't have
in the car.
Right.
Drive me while I'm wearing goggles that I don't even have a full view of my peripherals.
Real quick, Wak, which Johnny are you actually looking at and focusing on? Because I'm focusing on like the ghost Johnny with the real face right now, and I'm feeling like it's a real dude. It's freaking me the fuck out.
Yeah, no, I was focusing on that same one because the camera's kind of blocking the.
It's weird
because there's eye contact. It looks like you, dog. It does. It looks really good, dude. It looks really good.
That looks. I'm not gonna lie. That looks amazing. It looks just like you.
It does.
I mean, I can tell that it is.
It's off a little bit. It's like an AI Johnny.
Like it's an AI
which
Johnny.
it is. It is an AI Johnny.
Right.
But it looks way better than like Johnny in the Quest in the metaverse, you know, like
right. Oh yeah, no, I would be pissed looking at that Johnny.
We did that. I did that with you.
You did, yeah.
And you saw what that looked like.
Exactly. And this right here would not like if we were talking and shit, like I'd be like, oh yeah, he's obviously wearing his headset, his Vision Pro, but it wouldn't take me out of the conversation or make me feel like bro, take that shit off. Like I'm talking to a fucking cartoon. It's good enough. Like
talk to me about the facial hair level. Do you get to choose? Because you're obviously way hairier than you're showing in the AI.
So that's from a few days ago.
Oh,
right? So,
okay. I thought there was like a tweak, and you could like you're playing like a Fallout or something. Like the beard just grows.
Literally, like it's like the gray hoodie that it's showing.
Yeah.
That's the hoodie that I was wearing. Like
Gotcha. Okay.
it does. It's almost like
I thought it was like a
it
character
reminds me
creator.
of the when the Apple Maps. Remember when they started like scanning buildings?
Yeah.
And it would be like, yo, that's like the full building in 3D or whatever in
Yeah.
your Apple Map or whatever. It's almost like they're using that kind of technology because it literally, I mean, it does a full body scan and it only takes like 60 seconds for it to happen.
If you were to
gotta
step
take that-
back,
you
would
have
we
to like
see your
look at
whole?
it, right?
No, I don't think, I mean, it only goes,
So far,
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So you're just a floating like neck,
it's a floating body.
head.
The
Okay.
it's just the
floating
bust.
torso, like you get my shoulders, but you don't get arms, you get my
Right.
hands.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which
Okay.
is good enough, and that's and again, this is the worst that this technology is going to.
Exactly.
Just gonna get better. Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
nah, I fuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
I really.
Yeah,
I
it's-
mean, I
it's
wanted one
really
before,
impressed.
but like I really want one now.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that it's just as a mini review of it. Like it's a headset. I'm tentative to call it like a VR headset because it's not the same as other
No.
VR headsets.
No.
And you do little VR stuff in it.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of similarities with those kind of headsets. But as much as I want it to be a thing that I would wear all day and like walk around the whole house all the time with it on and walk down the street, like walk the dog with it and shit. I'm too nervous. I did go out and grab the garbage can and I was like, oh my God, who's staring at me right now?
I'd be too worried about somebody that's wanting
Snatch
to like,
it.
rob
Snatch
me
it,
or some
yep.
shit.
That too, because I've been seeing these videos of people rocking it on the subway, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
saw that.
that's crazy. I would never do that.
Nah, not in New York
My
anyway.
neighborhood is y'all have both been here. Ain't nobody gonna.
Nah,
maybe one of these
you're straight.
Geriatrics will jack me for my.
Bro, if you get your ass
Vision
whooped in
Pro,
your
but I
in your
doubt it.
little apartment, you're done. You cry.
Nah, but also those people are like followed by motherfuckers with DSLRs and shit, and like they're being recorded. You know
Right,
what I
that's
mean?
true.
So
Yeah.
if you're going to try something, you like really gotta like rob multiple people in order to do some
Yeah.
shit like that, right? And if you do a snatch and grab, you're being recorded. You will be caught at some point. So, like that. For those people that are out there, just in the world, just know like that shit exists. Like but just to get back to the point of you wearing it on the regular, if it were a little more seamless, just a little smaller, something more form-fitting, not as bulky, because right now it looks like you're about to go ski down a fucking mountain. If it didn't have that like holy shit kind of feeling to it, like I'm wearing a fucking headset, then it would be just second nature to wear that
1,000%.
just like your glasses.
1,000%. I mean, first gen product, right? I expect by maybe version 3, version 4, it's just going to be everywhere. Like
I'm telling you, the Vision Go, they already laid it out. Once we get the Vision Go, we good.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna hit the world. And everybody that's talking shit, honestly, like realistically, anybody that's talking shit about the Vision Pro, it's because they can't afford one. Because if they could afford one and it was something that they could just drop, like the same amount as like a PS5 or whatever, let me give this. All it takes is for a few people to be like, yo, I got this. And then let me test that out. Put it on their face. And if it's affordable, they would be like, oh yeah, I'm fucking with it. I got to get that. So because it's so expensive at this point, all you have is an abundance of people that cannot afford it. Possibly don't know somebody who owns one in order to put it on their fucking face and and test it out. Because if they did, then they'd be trying to justify spending
Right.
X amount of
They're trying to
dollars,
figure
right?
out how to do it.
Right, exactly.
So wait, how do I get this?
Exactly.
now?
So once it becomes affordable and it becomes something that you can wear just, everywhere, and it's exactly what we're explaining, like, because the second that I saw this, I'm like, this is amazing now, but man, in about
In a few
4 years,
yeah.
3-4 years, this is going to be like the shit.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot be
it's
without it. It's the next level of computing.
The iPhone, the original iPhone was blow away, and we were first in line to pick those up, right? But it really didn't take off, I think, until the 3GS, right?
Yeah.
Like that's when shit really started to pop off.
That was my first. That was my first phone.
I remember
most people.
I remember I was
3GS.
working at a
That was
call
when,
center.
like what was it? There's an app for that. That's when that campaign dropped. Was the 3GS? That's App Store had already been out for a year. There was mad apps.
I feel like they might have started
and
subsidizing.
the phone was finally
too.
good. You could record video on it. You couldn't record video on the 3G,
Right.
or on the original iPhone. Like, think of a lot
Bro,
of people don't remember shit like that.
We jailbroke the shit in order to add Cydia on it and get some fucking apps on there and shit and change shit up. And once we started doing that, then it was like, oh shit. But I remember, because we were the first ones to have the iPhone back then, I was working at a call center and for AT&T, and they made me the fucking iPhone like specialist.
iPhone guy.
Why? Because I was the only person in the fucking building that owned one. And we were selling them, we were trying to sell them and shit. So yeah, and that's exactly how it was. And everybody was saying the same shit. $500 or whatever the price was at the time. It was, I know it was like $600-$700 or some shit for the phone.
Yeah, I think it was $699 or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. And it was like, whoa, spending that much on a fucking phone. And then what did they do? They started making it affordable. They started coming out with ways for, plans, blah, blah, blah. And
that's the other thing too. I think with the 3GS is when the price was finally down to $199. But before that, it was, I think both the 3G and the first one were in the like high 500s, 600-700.
Yeah, I think that's
so
why.
Anyways,
yeah.
Long story short, to just be like, yo, this. I think this really is a glimpse into the future, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Word. wish I was there with you, because I'm just trying not to think about it, because I want one. I was trying to justify it and figure out how I could get one, but it is what it is. Like, well, I'm gonna have one at some point. We about to be interviewing people in futuristic ways at some point. But yeah, enough of that stuff. Let's get into questions, because you made it just in time for that.
Perfect.
All right, let's do it.
Question.
All right. So this, randomly we'll see celebrity deaths. I think today we're recording Toby Keith passed away from cancer. Unfortunately, I want to say he was in his
That was wild.
in his
too,
60s.
right?
It was. I didn't
was.
honestly. I didn't know he was sick.
shocked.
Not that I'm following country music, but usually those type of things. I guess he announced it like 2022. But yeah, that was a big surprise. So when someone passes, a celebrity especially, I want to know, how do you guys feel about instantly running to social media and posting a photo of, let's say you were lucky enough to have a picture with that person, and you post the photo of you with the person that passed. I see that, every time someone passes, it's usually celebrities. Obviously, they're the closest with other celebrities and they have those photos. But I don't know. Personally, I feel like it's just kind of like you're making it about yourself a little bit at that point. And I know you think like you're honoring them. It's them. They passed. But like,
Nah.
I don't know. I don't feel that way. I feel like it's tacky, and it's just not a good look to do. Not something I would jump on if someone passed. And I mean, if I passed, hopefully you guys would post some insensitive culture photos and be like, yeah, that's the homie. But like, when you don't really know the person, especially
you
if
don't
they're a
know them,
celebrity, like, I don't know.
Like
What do you? Yeah. What do you?
sign. It was like a fucking meet and greet.
Sure. Absolutely. Something like that where it's like, dude, this isn't fucking about you meeting them. Cool. We're all impressed. Like, someone passed away. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think I mean I guess that's something that I haven't really thought of. And it doesn't necessarily bother me when they do that, but now that you mention it, it will irk me when I see it. To be honest. I mean, yeah, and the main reason is exactly that, right? It's not about you. It's not about, you know, your the fact that you met this person. Like I took a picture with them once.
Yeah.
If it's a close friend of yours
Or a loved one.
know,
Yeah, a
and
close
you
friend, a loved one, family
Yeah,
member.
then
Like, I
that's
get
all
it.
cool.
For
That's
sure.
all cool.
100%.
But if you took a picture with Toby Keith one day at a concert, and you know, and it was just like you're standing next to him, like it maybe you know, just don't do that.
Even if you're a celebrity, even if you're a celebrity, yeah, and you're like, oh, you know, I met this person at the Grammys or at the Oscars, and I took a picture with them. Like,
Sure.
Even if you're a celebrity, I feel like that doesn't excuse it at all. In fact, it's less impressive if you're a celebrity because, sure, you're famous, cool, you met other famous people, we're all impressed. Like, I don't know, it gets me heated every time someone dies, and I really don't say anything. It's not like I lose sleep over it, but I don't know. Someone died before Toby Keith. Who was the last person that passed?
Recently, rest in peace to Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers. Thank you. Yes, it was Carl Weathers. That was what spurred this entire thing to begin with. Everyone posted. So like Sylvester Stallone, absolutely, bro. Post you with Carl Weathers. Like that's your dude. Like we all know how that goes.
He did the same thing. He posted a picture of himself with
Who?
Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh, yeah, from Mando. Yeah. And I think even Pedro Pascal, I don't know if he even posted a picture. He just, I feel like he just did a nice
posted a picture
post
of him. And, and just literally just like said something like beautiful soul or something quick. Like that was it.
Perfect. Daddy Pedro, killing it. Mad tact.
Always. Yeah. I mean, I haven't really thought about it, but thank you for pointing it out because now I have another group of people to think that they're pieces of shit.
For sure. They're endless. There's endless groups that are pieces of shit on the internet. I will always find something that will piss me off. Yep. It's got nothing to do with me, but I just see it and I'm like, no, this is wrong. This is bad. Johnny, how do you feel as you sip that Michelob?
No, I fully agree with you. I think it's ridiculous.
Fuck.
Unnecessary. I mean, I would never do that. I barely post on social media anyway.
Facts.
So.
I mean, none of us really do. Walk, he'd be going in on some Facebook status every now and then, but for the most part, it's not a whole lot of posting from us other than I see shit.
I used to be worse at it, but now, trust me, I in my mind, I come up with 1,000 posts a day, and I might even go as far as typing it out, and then I erase it, and I'm not doing it.
Right.
When I see posts from my past, like a decade ago, 15 years, like it reminds me just to shut the fuck up and not post anything ever.
Yeah.
I would post wild, stupid shit.
Yeah. At the end of the day, nowadays, like maybe I'll throw up some shit that's honestly, like if I put up something that's like what people would consider quote unquote inspirational or some shit where I'm trying to sound inspirational or some shit, it has nothing. Like I've even been asked by my family, like, you know, like, what does this mean? It's like, it really means nothing. But a year from now, 2 years from now, when it's you know, when it comes up that I wrote that, it might have just been of like a reminder to myself to just think of this in that moment in case I need it. That's it.
He's playing
something
the long game.
Stupid. Right. And it's something just that obscure, you know, and people are just thinking like, oh, what's he talking about? What's he doing?
Yeah.
It's like, no, I mean, literally just came to mind, and maybe I need that reminder in a couple of years or some shit.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Anyway,
That's fair. Nah, but fuck those people.
Yeah.
I think you're spot on as far as like kind of making it about themselves.
Yes.
That's what
Yeah.
it definitely feels like.
yep.
Even if they're well intentioned, like it just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, it's unnecessary. Nobody needs to know that you saw that
right.
and hung out with them for 0.5 seconds.
Exactly. And R.I.P. Carl Weathers, Toby Keith.
Absolutely, yeah. Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
for sure.
And especially if
As
it
you
was
drink from
during
your red
COVID
Solo cup.
and you have a piece of glass in between you, not like this. Don't
Oof,
say
yeah, no, especially not a COVID quarantine pick, bro.
The
That's save that for yourself.
that. Yeah, you're both pretending to be a mime, like
Yeah.
because you can't touch at all.
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the glass. No, don't do that. Anyway, next.
All right. Guys, tell me about a time that you may have made a questionable judgment call as a youngster to either, try to get laid or, just try to have a good time with your boys. I.e., there was multiple times I was, I don't know, probably 15, 16, unlimited alcohol, random woods, random people that I had met at the mall or at a show somewhere, where, could have gotten hacked up, murdered. I drove to Pennsylvania one time to
That's wild.
meet a girl that I met on
We
the
did some
internet.
stupid shit.
We had maybe chatted a couple of times. I don't even, this was like pre-video chatting where you weren't expected to have a camera. Like if you had
Where
a
you were
webcam.
hiding the fact that you met somebody online.
Say that again?
I said where you were hiding the fact that you met
Oh,
somebody
100%.
online.
Yeah.
Whereas
It was
now,
embarrassing,
that's
bro,
like
to
the
tell.
norm.
Yes. Thank you for that. Yeah, that was still frowned upon at the time.
Oh, yeah.
And pre webcam, and it's just talk to this chick, and I jumped in my car and I drove probably 5-6 hours to Erie, PA, or it was just outside of like Cleveland, basically, like almost to Cleveland, but still in Pennsylvania. To meet a girl who, I thought she was posting pictures of a girl that looked, I was like, oh, that's probably her. I'm not,
Just to be
catfishing
catfished.
wasn't a thing. Luckily, I'm still here. It was the girl. So I,
Nice.
I'm cool, and I didn't get alcohol poisoning in the woods. I mean, I might have, but I manned up. I trudged through
smashed.
it. Come on, dog. I'm driving to Pennsylvania to fucking watch Scooby Doo. No. We ended up dating for a decent amount of time, doing like a long distance thing where we would go back and forth. So it ended up, working out, but I could have fucking gotten shot easily or had my body buried somewhere. It was a good time though. But yeah, what'd you guys get up to?
I have a very similar story.
Ooh, okay.
Except many more hours.
Oh, damn. Where the fuck? I go, okay, let's hear.
So this was back when I lived in Florida. So before I met Wack, this was, I think, 2000, 99, 2000.
Pre 9/11.
Pre 9/11. And I was living in Tampa. And internet, I think it was cable at that time. I think my boy had a cable modem. And so it was, so it wasn't dial up, but it was still.
You were living large with cable, bro. You had a cable modem back then?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was my boy.
All right. Well, y'all were living large then.
Who was he lived with his parents. And he would put all his money into a recording studio into his parents' house. And so anyways, I would fuck around on the computer over there. I somehow I want to say it was like on some group chat thing or some like I don't want to call it a bulletin board, but like a what was it, a forum, like some sort of forum for like producers and musicians or something like that. Anyways, I met this chick. I don't even remember. I feel like maybe it was AIM, but I can't even remember how we actually conversed.
It was either AIM or MSN. It was one of those.
I can't recall. I want to say it was something like very not either of those.
Oh, okay.
It was like a built-in chat to a website.
It's Johnny.
That was
So
very
Johnny
specific.
found
Yahoo
all of the
chat.
other things that weren't as mainstream to do shit.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
It's quite possible this was just some random shit that no longer exists.
Yeah.
Or gained in popularity, or it was AIM.
Or it
possibly
was
have
AIM.
been AOL
One of
Instant
the two.
Messenger. But regardless, I was living in Tampa at the time, and this girl lived in Maryland.
Damn.
And I'm trying to remember the name of because it wasn't Bethesda.
That's the only
Maryland, but
place
it
in
was,
Maryland that I know is Bethesda.
No, it was there's an army base there, and every time I hear the name, I always remember
This
her.
chick.
Because what ended up happening, the reason I moved back from Rochester, or back to Rochester, I lost my job in Florida, couldn't find another job.
Fort Meade?
No.
Oh.
I think it starts with an A or something. Maybe it's not Virginia.
Edgewood?
Or maybe it's not Maryland. It's Aberdeen, I think it is.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah. I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it was. I lost my job. I was coming back to go to RIT, right? And because I was like, I can't get another job without a degree, so let me go back to school and actually finish up schooling. Side note, that never happened. On the way up, so I'm headed up, right? And I'm chatting this girl, and I'm like, yo, I'm moving away from Florida, because she had been talking this whole time. Oh, I'm gonna go down and visit you, all this bullshit. And I'm like, okay, bet, yeah. And she was bad.
Oh, okay. You got a pick?
She was. I do remember she was blazing.
Oh shit, son.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Gotta love a nice thick blaze.
I'm driving to Maryland too, cut.
And it was I was basically like, I'm driving up to New York. I'm moving back. She was like, okay, well, like, that's cool. And I was like, I'm just saying, like, if I'm driving up, I might as well like slide through, and we could link up. And she was like, oh yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, definitely come through. This is where I live.
Okay.
But she never gave me her address, right? She was just like, hey, let me know when you're in town.
That's fucking shady.
And I was a dumbass, like 19-year-old at the time, and so I fucking and by the way, this shit was way off the 95. It was like it added at least 2.5, 3 hours.
Oh goddamn!
Jesus
Goddamn!
2.5 hours off the 95, 2.5 hours back onto the 95.
That's a 5 hours.
I pull off into this town, and now I'm there, and I think I had a cell phone, but maybe it was dying, or I was running out of minutes, or whatever it was. I feel like I remember being at a Waffle House at the payphone, like continuously calling this chick and getting no answer. And I'm just like, I don't even know how to get a hold of her. Like, obviously, it was before smartphones, so I couldn't ping her on AOL or anything, or text or anything like that. And I just wasted 6 hours of my trip back to Rochester. And the whole time I was like, wow, what was I doing in this bumblefuck town? Because, if you've ever been to an army-based town, they're usually in the middle of nowhere. And knowing no one, I didn't tell anyone that I was going off my trip.
You could have gone missing.
Everyone would have been like, "You're crazy.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna go see some chick from the internet,
Right.
On your way back to Rochester." Nah.
And then you would have got
Go
clowned
home.
because she ain't even answer.
And then after all that, she didn't even answer. So this might be the first time I've admitted to this story ever.
I was hoping Blasian Cheeks got clapped at the end of that story.
I was hoping.
It's like,
also,
I was hoping for a similar outcome, my friend. Damn.
Nah, I did not have any stories of me traveling somewhere.
Walk's like, I ain't driving nowhere for your bitch ass. Fuck off.
I mean, I've always had like beaters, bro. Like
he's like, they ain't gonna make it that far. You can come into the rocker. You ain't getting piped.
Right, exactly. So
I'll
like
meet you in Chai Lai.
I remember, yeah, exactly, and I'll figure out how to get there.
Right.
I mean, I've had a couple girls come here from like New York City and shit, and one was from like Long Island and shit, and one stood at my crib with my mom there because my dad, had already moved on to another family and shit. So like my mom doesn't ask any questions. You already know, like there's not much that my parents.
There's not much parental supervision there, is what you're saying.
No.
Gotcha.
So I had one chick that came through, and it was a waste for her because I barely had been. I was mad young, fucking, so I'd barely been with any fucking chicks and shit, and I mean I did smash, but it wasn't anything crazy.
Wasn't your A game, son? You didn't bring your A game?
I didn't really have a car. Like I was still like using my mom's car. I didn't know how to get anywhere.
Damn.
So it was just like it was like some whack ass thing. And then I had another chick come through, and she ended up being a little heavier than I anticipated.
It's like I still smash,
Luckily,
but
she came all the way here. Right?
right. I mean, that's the least you could do,
I'm
dog.
doing it for her.
For
not
sure,
me.
for sure. That's a gentleman thing to do.
I did contemplate going because I think I can't remember if she took the train or the bus. I did contemplate once I saw her to keep on driving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also not I'm not an asshole like that.
Like the
So I was just
Blasian
like,
chick
yeah.
that left
But I
Johnny
was
hanging.
Definitely
It's
like
fucked up.
she was just like, oh, you want to go in there? I was like, nah, we can chill here, watch a movie here, we do everything right here. Like,
She's like, I'm trying to eat something.
Oh, you want to eat something? Let's jump in the car, go pick up some food, and then come back.
And then come back right here, bitch.
You know what I mean? Like, and again, first time like Johnny, first time admitting that shit ever fucking happened.
That's all right.
I remember my dad, because at this point it was just me in the house, no one else, right? My Dukes had left to like Puerto Rico or some shit, right? She was gone, and it was just me at the house. So no one was there. So no one was there to witness the shit. And then my dad comes, visits, and we're just chilling on the front steps. And obviously, like, I'm just obviously trying not to fucking show this chick, not to let him know that anybody is there. And of course, the door's open, whatever. And in my old house, the front door leads to the stairs to go upstairs. Why does she decide to go straight up the stairs? And then my dad is like the most childish person ever, so he's just straight clowning me. He doesn't yell at me for having a girl in the house, none of that shit. He's just straight clowning me because she was bigger. She was a bigger girl and shit, And it was like summer break so yeah, that was like the worst part of it. I'd never gone somewhere and like experienced shit like that or anything.
That's all right.
They came to me.
Yeah, I was saying you experienced it at home. Johnny and I had to drive like a motherfucker.
Word. I mean, but back then, that's just what motherfuckers did. Like,
yeah,
you're not aware of catfishes. You're not as it's not the norm.
You're mad naive. You're like, oh, this is real life right here.
Yeah. The picture she's showing is real. Nah.
Johnny, you got an honorable mention?
Yeah, it was a quick honorable mention, not choach related.
Okay, that's okay. Doesn't have to be all choach.
That's all right.
It was weed related.
Oh yeah, lots of weed. We could get into a whole separate weed related sketchy. But I'm saying like,
this was just another dumb trip that I took with no real solid point to get to. Who am I going to meet with? How am I going to get this done? Mm-hmm. I was just like, let's get in the car and go.
Yeah.
It was my first time ever having gone to California. and smoking California weed, a dude that I had met over there had told me how he had moved back to I think he was in Maryland or something like that, and he said that he would get it shipped to him all the time back from Cali from all his boys and whatnot. And so I was hitting him up like, yo, let me get an ounce or whatever. And he was like, all right, well, I'm going to be in New York this weekend. Is that close to you? And I was like, not really, but I'll make it happen.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I was so convinced that this was the bombest bud in the entire world because of that one time that I smoked in California with him.
Right.
I mean, I was there for a weekend or whatever, and it was
a good herb.
It was
yeah.
some dope ass bud.
For
I
sure.
ain't gonna lie, but worth the 6-hour drive
So you
to
drove
New
from
York
Rock to the
get
city.
to New York. Yeah. And then once I get there, I'm just it's like the same exact shit as this Aberdeen.
You didn't learn,
It's
dog.
just calling, and no answer. And I'm like, yo. And I was there with Swerve actually, and Swerve was like, I can't believe I came all the way down. He was like, first off, he didn't even. The only reason he joined me was because I told him I would smoke him up the whole way down, and back. But he was like, bro, you really gonna go all the way to New York for 1 ounce? Like just 1 ounce of weed? That's so wild. I was like, you don't understand, bro.
This is
It's
Cali
that
shit.
hydro, bro.
Cali
It's
dro.
gas.
That Cali dro.
Yeah, that Cali
different.
bud.
And no.
Back when Cali
But
bud
also
was
came back
a
home
myth for us.
empty-handed from that trip.
Damn, son.
Oh man, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that does.
Fuck.
All right, what's the next one?
All right. Last question we got. Let's see. What do we got for the fellas? All right. All right. You're at a bar. Okay. You're with your boys. You're sipping some beverages. You're like 2 or 3 beverages deep. You look over at one of the tables. You know, a lot of bars got a little restaurant area, and you see your lady sitting with a dude that you don't recognize.
Sure.
How do you play it? Are you one of them dudes that, come right up on them and just start popping shit, trying to fight dudes? Or are you taking like a low-key approach and just, not saying nothing and then maybe hit her up later and be like, hey, what did you get up to tonight? See if she's lying to you? Like, how would you guys play that?
I don't know. Honestly.
I know. It's
Like,
tough. It's not something we want to think about
decision.
either.
I think we've had similar conversations, not necessarily this question, but I think I would probably snap a picture from a distance.
Snap a picture.
Yeah, snap a picture from a distance
Okay. Yeah.
and just send it to her.
Oh shit! That's
You know
so
what
like
I mean?
right there
Like,
while
I'm
you're
not-
still in the
Yeah,
bar,
I'm not making, I'm not
I would
making a
definitely
scene.
text her while I'm there.
Not
And just
making
be
a
like, "Hey,
scene.
babe, what you
I'm not
doing?"
walking up. I'm not. Again, like it's tough because as much as I would want to fight this dude, guys are gonna be guys, right? And I am a firm believer in the fact that if she did not allow this to happen, it would not happen. So, in that sense, I would absolutely just snap a picture, send it to her, and see how she responds.
okay.
There's a very good chance that what she's gonna do is one of two things, right? She's either gonna look at the text,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna be her nervous, scrambling, like, oh shit, what the fuck is
Yeah.
Either that, or she's just gonna get the message saying, got a text from this person, and she's just gonna click it, ignore it, and move it on over.
So let me
Either
pose
way,
this.
it's like, all right, cool.
You guys both said text. So let's say you text. You say, hey, what you doing? And she says, oh, I'm having dinner with a friend.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying, hey, what you doing? I'm taking a picture.
Okay,
and
no.
I'm
You're
sending
okay.
it
You're
to her.
sending the picture, so she knows
I'm
you're there.
sending
Johnny,
the
were you
picture.
sending a picture as well?
Nah, I think I would send some sort of some sort of text like playing it normal.
Leading some
like,
shit on.
I want to see her reaction when she gets my text. If she sees my text on my phone and then like just flips the phone back over and is like, I'm gonna ignore.
Oh,
that,
then you're walking up to the
I'm gonna
table.
send another
Oh, he
text.
said another text. Okay.
So that's
I'm gonna keep. I'm again. I'm trying to gauge the reaction. I want to see if. It'd be weird that I didn't know that she was having dinner with someone.
Yeah, if it was just a random dinner, sure.
Could be some sort of business meeting or something that I'm not aware of.
And you don't want to be the dude that runs up on the table and it is something innocent.
I'm not making a scene.
I want to see that reaction to see if she's really trying to avoid or, like Wak said, gets nervous when she sees the messaging.
Yeah, sure.
Or if she gives me some bullshit answer.
See, but like, in my experience.
Then we running up. If I get a bullshit answer, then we running up on the
table. In my experience, I've had the conversation with my girl where and she would tell me like, "Yo, I'm gonna go have some coffee with my old coworker. His name's blah blah blah. Like we were cool. It's like that's what I'm gonna do."
Yeah.
So like, and we're all in a situation where we live with our girls. So it's like, if you're having lunch, you have a meeting or something, generally
it's on the calendar. We know about it. Yeah, so that's why it's so weird
or something. So that's why I say I'm taking the picture and I'm sending the picture because it could be one of two responses, right? Maybe three, where it's like, the nicest one is just like having dinner with a partner, see you later, or I'll see you soon in a minute, I'm almost done, or something like that, right? Like quick, not freaking out, whatever, just response. And then there's the seeing the picture and now she's nervous, scrambling, like I don't know what to do right now, or it's the just notification that you received a text from Wak, and then it's just like a click and put it down. Didn't even look at the picture.
You don't think sending a picture of them together is a little too aggressive when you don't know what's going on?
Well, first of
all, hey bitch, what you doing? And she's like, I'm like, what if she had a legit reason for why she was at the dinner? And then you just look like the asshole that took a picture of them, like you were trying to catch them.
Like I said, normally that's a conversation we would have had prior to this meeting, where it could have been.
Sure.
However, if I were in a similar situation, again, I would gauge how would that response be. And I don't think my girl would freak out if she saw me. Like we've had that conversation. Like we're cool with having friends on the opposite, of the opposite sex. Doesn't mean anything. I'm a little more reluctant about it because of, where I come from. That's just not a thing where you just have female friends, you know what I mean, and not trying to fuck kind of thing,
right? Yeah.
So I don't have any I don't have any female friends from my childhood and shit. Obviously, I do know plenty of females that I'm not trying to fuck, never tried to fuck.
You're not kicking it with them,
not kicking it with them, none of that stuff. But I also don't hang out with them on the regular because in my head it like this weird. Could raise a red flag, you know what I mean? Like, but that's just my own shit and I try not to put my shit on my girl either. So it really just depends on the situation. It depends on the setting. Like it depends on so much. If it's a coffee shop, they're at Starbucks, they're having some coffee or something, maybe that's not my response. But if it's like dinner and it's like
there's glasses of wine on the table,
there's like
it's nice.
like a setting, a mood.
No, there's a mood.
That's where I'm like snapping a picture like did I miss something? What I mean?
What if you text her and you see her and the dude start laughing, son? Just cracking the fuck up.
Oh, then I'm smacking him with the first fucking thing I can get in my hand, son.
I just wanted to get you heated. I knew that would get you heated if I said that.
Yeah, that's me walking up. Oh, do you know me? You do now, bitch.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Shit. Yeah, it's a tough situation. It really does depend on a lot of factors.
Yeah, I think I'm in the camp of just
how close are they to each other? If they're across the way, like and
they're sitting on the same
yeah,
side. So it's a booth. It's a booth. They're sitting on the same side of the booth.
I ain't even snapping photos or sending messages if they're sitting at the same side of a booth.
Like,
I'm walking right over.
What's the posture? Are they leaning in a little too close to each other?
Yeah, they got oysters at the table, son. That's the aphrodisiac.
It's like
the moistures come out.
Walk over and just try to play cool, like, oh shit, what's up?
Like you just happen to walk by and see him.
Yo, what's good?
What's good?
What's up? Nah, don't get up.
Don't get up. Like you're about to pull a pistol out, son. Don't get up. Don't just sit.
No. You cool? Get up. Yo, I was just chilling. What do you recommend?
Shit.
Like what?
This is my first time here. Have y'all been here before?
Yeah, like real, just to see. This is my. Oh no. Like don't. We're good. I don't want to interrupt what's going on here.
It's got aggressive, quick, passive aggressive.
Y'all have an amazing night. I don't want to interrupt. You look good together.
You look good together, man. He's blessing him. He's giving him his blessings. Man.
You look amazing together. You want me to grab your phone right now? Snap a photo.
Is this from seeing the oysters on the table, or what's sparking this response?
It really just depends. I'm just saying. It depends on a lot, but like just off of, just it's not necessarily anything that's like that. But you got to read the body language and all that shit. Mm-hmm. The biggest red flag is the fact that we normally talk about what we're doing on a day to day, but this was left out of the conversation. Like,
it's a surprise.
Yeah, like this is a surprise.
Where are the kids? Who's watching the kids? We're both here.
Facts. Yeah. In our case, it's like it was like this was a planned event.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, so your parents are co-signing this bullshit?
Oh shit! Now they they want you out, son. If they're getting her back while she's fucking around like that, I don't care how good that coffee machine is. They got to go.
Oh, you're a fool.
Coffee machine.
No, you missed it. We had a whole conversation about a coffee machine.
Oh,
yeah. Nice. For the subscribers will have
yes. That's
that raw conversation. Oh man.
That's all I got. Those are the three.
Cool. I had a question since we're talking about you're setting the mood here, right? Mm-hmm. Since we're talking about ladies and all the craziness. I gotta bring this up because Shaq was actually in the news a little bit about something that he stated. I hate IG saved shit because they don't make it easy. No. But I want y'all to hear this and tell me like what y'all responses to this. And I think I know Johnny's response to this because he's Johnny, he panders a little bit to he's a happily married man, and these conversations could go left, but chances are, they go right, because Joyce is a great woman for sure. But here is the question, or this was the question that he was asked, and this was his response.
Think you've ever had someone that you really could trust and really open up
to a woman?
Yeah.
Never. No, never.
When's the last time you think you've opened up to a woman?
We don't.
Your whole life?
Bro, I'm telling you.
Man, got players like I could, me and him related.
Yeah.
It's our first time meeting,
Yeah,
but
I can tell you guys, there's some
don't.
connection here.
Oh, no.
If they're going to tell you can.
Because you know why? Because once you do, whenever something go down, they're going to throw it back in your face.
That's why.
That's real.
That's why. So you can't ever.
That's why you crack it. Your dad left.
Yeah.
Even business though, like that rule even go for business.
Oh,
like you stay up, your contracts keep coming. So it's just a universal law.
don't think you've ever had.
Do y'all agree with that statement? and this has nothing to do with like your current spouses or anything like that. Obviously, like we all have a level of respect with, our spouses and shit, but is there like a reservation of what you are willing to share or about how you feel or what you are willing to share about how you feel in a certain situation that you would kind of keep to yourself because you just know you can't really share that?
I think there's very few things that I keep just to my, like, things that nobody fucking knows. But
about how you feel in a certain situation, you just keep it to yourself.
Every once in, I guess there's a little bit of truth to that. Like I get what he's saying. In my case, I don't feel that way. I feel like I want to share things. Like I want to be open and honest, and I expect a significant other to do the same. Because like if you can't tell your lady everything, then what the fuck are you doing? Like you're wasting your time.
Here's my thought on that. It's not necessarily that we can't tell them everything, right? And when we say everything, I'm talking about like the things you are most vulnerable with, when you feel uncomfortable about a certain situation, but that it has nothing to do with like her feelings or anything like that, but maybe it was something that was said or something that made you feel a certain way, and you maybe don't share that because it may cause a rift or something, and it's just not that big. But I don't know. In my opinion, maybe it was because I was in a relationship for a long time where I couldn't share a lot. Mm-hmm. And I've been in the situation where you are vulnerable and you say something, right? And then in that moment, even though you've discussed it before, not necessarily like that situation, but hey, if you're ever in this situation, you can talk to me, right? And then you do. And then you get a response of animosity or hesitation, or they respond in a way where it's kind of like a little bit of throwing it in your face, to the point where you're just like, you know what? I'm probably just not gonna share that in the future. You know what I mean? Or something similar to that extent, because I didn't like that response. And it doesn't have to be like completely negative. It could be something like, yo, I'm sharing a goal or something, and then you just didn't like the way that they responded to that. So now I'm not going to share my goals with you or something like that. Anything that you would consider vulnerable, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I completely, I understand where Shaq is coming from. Not to the extent where, I don't trust a woman, I don't trust my girl, I don't trust blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But there's definitely like certain things where I'm reluctant to share. Nothing bad or anything like that, but if I'm feeling a certain way, I may not share that. Not necessarily because it's going to be thrown in my face, but maybe, it could be thrown in my face down the road, or...
I didn't like how they lumped business in with, like your lady, because I feel like business is different. Business, I'll play my cards a little closer to the chest when it comes to something like that. But like, with someone that you love, someone that you care about, if they make you feel a certain way, if you can't talk about it. If you can't talk about it and talk it out and get over it, it's going to get worse, or it's going to compile, I feel like, with other bullshit. So if you're not in a place where you can say, this made me feel X because of this, then you're not going to get anywhere, bro. Like, life is going to be fucking misery and hell. So I feel like I have to talk shit out when it comes to stuff like that. But in business, I feel like it's a little bit different. Like, you're both fucking playing the cards close to the chest, and, just not, you don't want to put too much out there and make yourself look vulnerable, but I feel like you should be able to be vulnerable with your, your significant other or someone that you care about like that.
Sure. Johnny, what do you think?
I think
there's a little bit of
Shaq's
got money to protect, assets to
Yeah,
protect.
like
Like,
he has
yeah,
There's a lot.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
protect, and
for
I'm sure a lot of wild ass shit that he's done.
Yeah.
That
You know what I
absolutely,
mean?
for sure. He's in a way different situation than we are.
Yeah, I think his situation is different. If also, including the fact that I'm pretty sure he's divorced, right? Like, or
He
he's
is,
still
yeah.
with that same girl.
No. He's he had
so
kids and shit with the one girl
That tiny chick? The super.
the tiny chick. Yeah.
She was
And
like
he's no longer
4'6".
yeah. So I mean, I'm sure there's some level of animosity there.
Sure.
On top of the fact that he's, like I said, he's celebrity status, so there's all that stuff you have to worry about.
Sure.
So I understand him having that perspective. Girls are chasing you, chasing the bread. You know what I mean? Who can you ever really trust when Shaq came to the league at 18, right?
Yeah, he was
Like,
right out of
he
LSU.
was young.
right out of high school. No, he did go to
Yeah,
LSU,
Blue
right?
Chips was about Shaq. Remember the movie with Nick
Yeah,
Nolte?
that's right, that's
He
right.
played college ball.
But he only played 1 year.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
So, yeah, I mean, everyone knew Shaq was going to be a star since he was in high school. So, who can you trust in those situations? I get that. I don't get why it's like I would never tell my business to my woman, but I'll tell my business to my homie. Like, that's the
Yeah, that makes
implication
no
that I
sense.
feel like
Yeah,
he's
that makes no
saying. Like, he's specifically singled out, you can't trust a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't say, like, I don't
Yeah.
tell my business to anybody.
Yeah.
It was just like, nah, I'll never open up to a woman. Like,
Now, on a business
okay, but you
aspect,
open up to your homies, like,
Homies can be grimy
okay,
too.
That's weird. Word.
oh
So,
yeah, especially that. On a business aspect, the only I've been reluctant to share certain things, and that's with not just women, but certain homies and shit like that, because I've experienced that. Like, you share an idea and people just look at you like you're fucking, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Or you think of something and instantly they think of the million reasons why they can't do that. And then they throw that on you, or they give you a certain look, or they just straight up like ignore the fact that you just said something, and all of that could have a negative effect on how you look at certain shit. So I just refrain on a business level from saying that to literally anyone, unless you're like my homie. And
Right.
and even then, I probably throw so much shit at y'all that you're like, oh, Wak has another fucking thing. So, you know what I mean? And it's hard to differentiate because I know that I'm like that. But if I'm doing that, it's because you're close enough to me where that is. So I understand that aspect. But there are certain things in my, like if I'm thinking, and it's mainly because there was trial and error there, where if I'm keeping that to myself, it's because, and while you are correct, right, it could cause more problems down the road, but it was because I specifically said, like, yo, I don't want to get into details on a specific, like, event or anything like that, even though they do exist, right? They do exist. But where you confide in somebody and you're expecting the outcome of this situation, where they know that your situation is X, Y, and Z because of, this thing that just happened or whatever. Right. And when you initially talk about it, it's, well, this is how we're going to attack this. Cool. And then when it comes to the moment where we are attacking this and you go, yo, remember we talked about X, Y, and Z, and they're just like, oh, but, and now, now the situation has changed and it kind of, they're throwing it in your face as to why this is, and then it's just like, oh, okay, cool. So me in in a lot of ways, I just try not to share certain shit. And I know that I'm alone on the situation for the most part. I know who I can go to, and I know who I'm just going to keep that from. And depending on who that is not necessarily that it's a woman thing. It's a man thing. It's literally like, I know who I can go to for certain shit. and I know who I can't go to for certain shit. And yeah, that may be like, I can't go to my girl with this because I know I can handle it, and I don't want to add that extra stress to her or to me, you know, because if I'm adding that stress to her, I'm adding the stress that I already have
back onto you.
I'm just doubling it,
Yeah.
right? Because now her stress is just like way more than, you know, than the stress that's already on me. Now it's not only just the stress and the pressure, right? It's a little more pressure. So there are certain things where I'd probably keep it to myself and I'll try to handle it and I'll figure it out, because I'm in the mindset of I'm going to figure this out and I can figure this out. And not a lot of people are in that mindset. Everything is just like the house is crumbling, you know, for some people. So I don't know if that made any kind of sense, but that's why I kind of understood. I don't agree with the fact that they're just like, yeah, no, trust no woman, trust no, you know, don't rely on.
That's what it sounded like. Don't trust them hoes. Like that's kind of the vibe that I got from that Shaq audio.
Probably, yeah. These are people, like the other dude is a big like influencer, quote unquote influencer, TikToker and shit, that, you know what I mean? So these are people who have some sort of notoriety and they have people around them that they can't fully trust. It's not the same situation as us.
Right.
But also there's a small level of that where I was just like, yeah, there are certain things that I probably wouldn't confide in people, or, you know, my girl included.
And it's okay to keep
certain responses.
Keep shit close to the chest sometimes too. Hey, you ain't got to announce everything that you're, you know, the moves you're about to make. You can. The
older I get,
can plot them.
The older I get, the more I just keep shit to the chest. And like I said, there's like literally 1, 2, 3 people where I could go and be like, and like actually say shit and not expect the judgment. You know what I mean? And expect a real response in real time and not feel judged by it.
Two of them are sitting right here, right?
Exactly. Both of y'all my guys. So you know what I mean. So, but
still waiting on my beard oil, son.
God damn it! All right, so if for any investors out there, please let me know.
Hit us up. I want in. Fuck Dr. Squatch.
Yo, direct competition. We're not talking about that though.
No, I fuck with that soap though. It's dope. I don't know if you ever use it. It shit is tight.
Wait till you see my soap, son.
Oh shit! Now we in soaps. Let's get it.
Nah. We're getting off topic here.
We are. It's all right. We're happy Johnny's back. We're celebrating.
I thought it was an interesting conversation.
Shaq wild, son.
Yeah, Shaq's a little wild. I have a couple little news things, and then we can jump into some Hollywood.
That's what they're clamoring for.
We spent a lot of time. This has just been an episode of just randomness, but and I like it. I like
what it's time for.
News clips. Now that Johnny Quest is back, but let's see. One of the bigger things for me, right? And apparently, since I've tagged this, it hasn't been confirmed, but it was alluded to, is that The Last of Us Part 3 seems to be in the works. This actually says that it's no, this is by comic book, so it does say that it is confirmed to be on the way. I read another article stating that the creator kind of alluded to it, but no, it is confirmed that they are working on The Last of Us Part 3, and I'm excited about that.
Is that Neil Druckmann? Is that who had confirmed it? That's dope.
Yes.
Actually, I don't remember honestly what happened at the end of Last of Us Part 2, so I might have to go back and play that.
I planned on it.
Play the whole thing.
I'm planning on playing the whole thing before the second season airs, because I had such a great experience watching the first season. Yeah. Right after playing the game, that now I got to do it. Yeah. And not only that, but I just since I have the PS5 now, I put in the disc for part 2.
Yeah.
And it's $10 for the PS5 upgrade. So
cop that shit, son.
Exactly. So I'm definitely on that.
Part 3.
But yeah, legit. Knowing that part 3, because I figured like with the series,
it's been popping. Yeah.
The series has been popping, and it's confirmed that the season 2 and 3 are both going to deal with the events of the second game. I knew that a third game was inevitable with the success that they've seen with that they gotta make a third game, right?
Yeah.
And give them more content. They have 2 more years, 2 to 3 more years to develop this game, and before that is added to the actual video game. So I don't know what that would be. But and I kind of vaguely remember the ending now. It's a little hazy.
Yeah, I don't.
There's so much gameplay. I know that the 2 main characters went at it.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what the... Oh, no, I can... Oh, okay, now it's all coming back to me.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
I got nothing.
I'm gonna be playing the game. I remember part 2 was like way longer than the first game.
I remember you were playing it and you were texting me like, bro, when does this shit end? Yeah. You were like almost getting tired of it.
It was like 5 or 6 times that I thought that it was reaching an end.
Because you hit up like every city on the way to the West Coast, right?
Yeah, like a whole nother thing popped up. And I was like, shit, this shit did not fucking end.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm excited about that.
No, that's good news. Especially with the show on the horizon there. I love all that, dude. Yeah, keep that going. A lot of good casting choices I've been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Some good thumbs up from Johnny.
Yeah,
Johnny
absolutely.
Approval here. We're doing good.
Absolutely. That's another reason why we got to stay alive, right? Till 2026.
I was going to say, that's probably 20. I'm not keeping hope out for that. I'm just worried about Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto. Well, I'm just saying we're going to get Grand Theft Auto, but also I am keeping hope out for The Last of Us. I'm a fan.
Same.
Johnny, did you say same?
No, I said same multiple times.
Oh, you said same. Okay. I thought it was Johnny. I was like, motherfucker, you never even got into this.
He was thinking same.
He was. Johnny got 5 minutes into the first game. It
was tough. Those clickers are tough. They're no joke.
45 seconds, man. 45 seconds.
Hit the first clicker. It was like, I can't beat this.
This is tough. Yeah. I get it.
I'm hanging it up right now. Since we're talking about games, I guess in more news, there is a rumor. I guess it's more of a rumor now that Microsoft plans to launch Starfield for PS5. Not only Starfield, but I read it was Starfield. It was Gears of War. Mm-hmm. And one other title. I forgot what that was.
Yeah, there is a few of them that I saw. I can't remember them off the top of my head, so I won't stall for time. But yeah, there's a bunch of exclusives, and I don't know. I saw Rocco posted it as if Sony was or Microsoft was admitting sort of defeat and saying, oh, yeah, you see what happens when you just have exclusives on an inferior console. But it's more along the lines of, hey, Sony players also have green money that is very valuable. And, we would like to take some of that money, and I cannot fault Microsoft for thinking that way. So, this makes fiscal sense. It's
all this is.
It's win for the developers, for Microsoft, for the gamers who, don't have to go out and buy a whole nother console to play these exclusives, because I'm guilty of that. I bought a fucking Xbox. I bought the cheapest new Xbox so that I could play Starfield, but I assumed that there would be more exclusives down the line that would sort of would pay off for it. But I'm still not mad that any of that shit. Like, that's great. I want I don't think there should be exclusives at all, honestly. Like, why would there be? Like, if there's money on both sides, like, take all that fucking money you can get. If I'm a dev, I'm developing for fucking Game Boys, fucking PS5, Xbox, PC, anything that'll bring in more bread.
Yeah.
Game Boys.
It was
Fuck yeah.
Starfield with the Shattered Space expansion, and again Gears of War, and the last one was the Indiana Jones game that is coming.
That new one.
I guess they're thinking about making that PS5.
I didn't even realize that was an Xbox game.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be an Xbox exclusive. But yeah, I had that conversation with Rocco, and I told him exactly the same thing. I mean, like, you know, Rocco always has to add the fucking Rocco spin to it, right? The bitterness of the fact that he couldn't play this at launch.
Yeah.
Right. So he was trying to co-sign this other bullshit ass game.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. And so now he's trying to say, oh, very Rocco.
I don't think he should play it. He should stick to his guns and
stick to your guns.
Fuck you, Starfield. I don't think Rocco should be allowed to play Starfield. He doesn't get to enjoy it after pretending that his bullshit was fucking better.
What game was that?
I forget what fucking game that was. This is a trash ass game. It's not even worth mentioning.
Right. And what I tried to explain to him was exactly that. Like, you know, Xbox understands, or Microsoft understands, that their system underperformed, and you know, these games that are the talk of, you know, there's a ton of hype behind Starfield specifically. Right? Gears of War was an awesome game series.
Great franchise.
Yeah, great franchise. You know, there's a couple bucks that they could do to possibly make some of that money back. Like, it's smart. It's a
good business decision.
It's a good business decision. Exactly. Yeah. And then Indiana Jones, like you said, meh. But if it comes out for both systems, there's definitely more money than the Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
There's more money to be made, so
for sure.
So that was, in my opinion, I think, go forward with it. Let's see. Let's jump into some Hollywood, and then we're gonna have more of a conversation than we are going to be explaining some shit. Right?
Okay.
We'll do that a little bit.
Okay.
Do y'all got to take a piss?
I mean, I could force one out if you really got to go.
No, you don't have to force one. I'm just making sure y'all good.
I could piss at any time. You tell me to piss.
I
could piss.
Hollywood. Yeah. Well, this conversation specifically before you drop off, we have to have. Right. So we were talking about in our own conversations, right? We all saw the movie Wonka. Right?
Some of us saw the full movie, yeah.
Some of us saw the full movie, right? And
we didn't see the whole movie.
Oh, you watched it all?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you stopped after 10 minutes because there was too much.
No, originally, yes, and then I went back
and forced yourself.
And that's when I re-complained.
All right, as long as you re-complained, I'm okay. You doubled down. I'm okay with that.
So I saw, we all saw Wonka, right? And Dave is a big, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory fan from back in the day.
I thought Johnny was too.
I
am.
I was not. I was the one who had the unpopular opinion that movie fucking sucked. There was nothing special about it. I didn't enjoy it as a kid. And look at Dave's face.
Sus.
So we all saw it. Either way, it's Willy Wonka, whatever, whatever. There is definitely more music than anticipated. It's more of a musical than anticipated. Johnny, please give us your take on this.
So when I first started watching it, I had an issue with the HDR or whatever, and so it was hard to watch.
Yeah,
like it looked visually weird, and I was watching it with my wife Joyce, and we were like, "This looks weird," and wasn't expecting. Like I had heard the stories about wow, didn't realize this was going to be a musical. And I feel like I had even brought it up to you guys where I was like, man, people are getting shocked about the fact that Wonka's a musical.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
remember Walk's specific response was, those must be people that didn't see the original because the original was a musical too. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. There is a lot of songs in more than just, the main one that I always think of, that Gene Wilder sings as Wonka.
Still not my beef, but let's continue.
Right. No. So as I was, getting prepared to watch the movie, I was like, there's going to be songs in this. It's a musical. Okay. Then the movie starts and the motherfucker starts singing bars from the very start of the movie. And I'm like, okay, this is like
A musical
not like
musical.
the original. This is a musical.
Yeah.
Where there's, so because of the video quality and the fact that 10 minutes into the movie, there was already 3.5 songs, Joyce and I were like, yeah, we're not feeling this. So we paused it. Then, like 2 days later, Dave is like, I saw Wonka, it's fucking fire. And so, I don't know, 2-3 days after that, I was like, I had a moment of time where I
let
think
me
the
finish this.
babysitter taking the kid, the older one and the younger one was sleeping, and so I was like, I got time. Let's watch. I'm gonna pull some movies up, and so I watched a couple different ones. I can't remember what else I saw at the time, but definitely I was like, I'll watch Wonka, and Joyce was like, yeah, I'm gonna skip on this. So I pulled it up and I started. She was, I think, doing stuff in the background, whatever. And I'm watching this and I specifically told her, Dave said this was good. So I'm gonna
No, you
watch
besmirched
it.
me to Joyce.
I swear
God
I
damn it.
said, Dave said this was fire, so I'm going to give it
Did I
another
use
shot.
the term
so we're gonna
fire?
give it another shot.
Was fire actually
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it was fire.
I knew that Dave enjoyed this because of his love of Willy Wonka.
And I'm gonna
You factored
give
that
him
in.
a few points for nostalgia
so
because there is some.
There is.
Yeah, so just to kind of move this along a little bit. So my beef, like, I'm not saying that this was like a great movie. I had my things about it. It's definitely a musical. I was like, I can get through this because it's not completely like all song, right? And Johnny makes
It's
makes
like 70% song though.
but it's
Wasn't a
mainly
decent amount.
it's there's a lot of dialogue, whereas like and
there is more
here's my beef.
dialogue in a Disney movie than in this movie.
Here is my beef with it, right? Because I'm not here saying that Wonka is a fucking masterpiece that you should all go and fucking see. But I'm watching it and all I said was like, oh, I can, like it's pretty good. Like I can get through this. And it's not as crazy of a musical. And Johnny's like, what? He was like, and then he goes to compare it to fucking Hamilton. That is all song. And so we go back and forth. And this motherfucker has the audacity to come and say like, what? How did you not like? Because I couldn't make it past the half of Hamilton, right? That is officially a fucking musical because there wasn't one word that didn't come with a fucking harmony in any fucking way. Telling the story about a motherfucker that I really didn't give a fuck about, but still,
Cracker ass Alexander Hamilton.
right? And then even then, it's just like, all right, cool. Johnny just really likes fucking Hamilton. And then this motherfucker was like, how can you like Wonka and you don't like Hamilton? It's like Big Pun wrote the words to this fucking song. And I'm like,
Hold up, that is not what I said at all.
Hold the fuck up. What are we talking
That is not
about
what I said.
here? What are we
I didn't
talking
say
about
Big
here?
Pun wrote the words.
Oh my God.
I said it was written as if Big Pun decided to write a musical.
even that.
Sounds very
It's
similar.
the vein of his style.
Oh Oh my God. Like, why are we?
I'm not gonna fall back from that. If anyone has sat through the 2 hours plus of Hamilton
it's 2
and
hours.
either watched it or just listened to the soundtrack, there's no way you can listen to any of those songs and not say like this is lyricist style of writing. Like Big L, Big Pun, all those dudes that rhyme words within sentences and continue to spit bars on bars on bars. Now, you may not like the content of what it's talking about because it's talking about history, or they're talking about love stories, or they're talking about a marriage or whatever else is going on in the story, how his son died and all this other stuff. You may not care about history. You may not care about the story. Wak was on the show, 3 weeks before I last was on complaining about watching Napoleon Bonaparte. I don't give a fuck about Napoleon Bonaparte. So he's not going to sit through a 3-hour movie about Napoleon because he don't give a fuck about Napoleon's story. I get it.
Now,
you may not like
Napoleon
the story.
If the whole movie was, set to song, I would doubly not fucking watch it.
I understood, and I get that because there's but I mean, like, a movie is a movie, a story is a story. Like, we sit through them because we think it's entertaining at some point, right? I am not a huge musical guy or anything, but I definitely feel like the rhythm of the songs in Hamilton are straight up hip hop, R&B, like especially. So just to fall back a little bit on how I even started, even looking to want to hear or see Hamilton was there was a point in time when I think after like a year of it being out, they released a remix album, and it was all like real stars singing the Hamilton songs on like regular produced beats, right? So it wasn't like the full musical style or whatever, but it was like Usher sang one of the songs from the thing, and I'm trying to think whoever else, but it was like real R&B stars were just singing these same songs. And it was a little bit different. It was more well produced and tighter. And I heard, and I was like, let me give this a shot. And I heard, and I was like, yo, these songs are actually kind of dope. Like, I kind of dig this. So then I went and listened to the soundtrack, and I was like, yo, for being a musical, this is actually kind of tight. Like, I'm not into musicals. I can't get into like, Les Mis and all this shit, right? Like, I'll watch a Disney movie and whatnot, but that's probably about as far as they typically go. And Broadway's a little bit different because it's live action, and so I enjoy like more of the play part than the musical part.
I might be more inclined to watch something like that live on Broadway rather than the fact that this is a recording of a fucking Broadway musical.
Agreed. And but I've also seen like West Side Story or whatever. So it is what it is, right? But to say that Hamilton is not spitting bars, that there's not like well written fucking songs. Like the first song is freaking 6 minutes long, and it's just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then there's like little drops that they, throw in between. There's little jabs that they throw in, and when they come in, and I don't know, bro. I just that shit. I get it. It's
the comparison was hilarious.
I've heard the again, going back to that historical, when I listened to the soundtrack, like I was like, oh wow, I get the full story. I wonder what the actual play is like. And then I ended up winning the lottery. I literally paid $10 to go see front row at Hamilton. And then when I sat through the whole shit, I was like, yo, like, there's no dialogue in between the songs. I didn't realize that when I went to see it. Like, I thought there was dialogue in between these songs, and there's none. Like, the soundtrack is the whole musical. So I walked away from that like, okay, that was different. I've never actually sat through a musical like that before. But I understood the whole thing because it wasn't all weird ass singing. It was mostly rapping. It's like 85% rap and 15% song. The songs are dope because they're R&B, and the raps are dope because I can understand them. And again, I feel like they're very lyrical. And as a person that used to write raps when I was 15 years old, I fully appreciate it. And it's my style of writing raps, that Big Pun style, where it's like rhyme over and over. So I will stand on the fact that Lin-Manuel wrote this shit as if he thought he was Big Pun, but he's writing about some historical bullshit that most people don't care about.
I feel like I have to defend myself here, because I gave props to Wonka, and clearly Johnny, and especially Joyce. Joyce was not feeling it at all upon the Dave said this was fire. I still didn't find fire in the chat, but I did give it a high recommendation. I was like, yo, this is fire. So I think my hang up is I need dialogue in a movie. I need regular unsung dialogue for exposition, and I can't handle just every word being sung. And that is part of my Hamilton hang up. And I am not a musical guy. Like the original Willy Wonka and Grease, those are like the two what I would consider musicals. And they, they're movies with music in them. I don't even honestly consider them full musicals per se. But even like the, Timothy singing all his Wonka songs and whatnot, like, they had throwbacks in them. They had call outs. The movie itself was full of throwbacks. And even if I feel like if there were more singing, I still would have fucked with it. Like that movie would have had to go out of its way for me to be like, nah, I'm not really feeling like I had high hopes for it. It was better than the Johnny Depp one. 100%. Do you think it's worse or better than the Johnny Depp Wonka, Johnny?
Better.
Okay.
Because the Johnny Depp ones were just weird as hell.
They were.
Yeah.
They were very weird.
So this one was a little bit more slightly grounded, but I still have a lot of, like, just from a movie perspective.
Yeah.
They made it seem like this was tied to the 1980s version.
Sure. Oh,
and
70s.
There are things that seemed like there are, but also things that I'm like, that doesn't really track,
I mean,
like I'm confused.
We don't have to do a full breakdown
like,
of this
where the
movie.
fuck does this movie take place?
It was ambiguous, just like the real one.
People
just
with
like
German accents.
The real Willy Wonka, you don't know where it takes place. It's ominous. There's like it looks like it's Europe. No one has a British accent hardly, and yeah, it's very ominous. It looks like multiple European towns.
I mean,
like, that was the intent that they were going for. Just like the original, it was ambiguous. Like it doesn't matter where it is. This is a magical place with magical things, Johnny.
Yeah, guys, we don't have to give a full breakdown on the fucking.
Oh Wonka. No, we're gonna give a fucking breakdown. So don't you worry about it.
It was just some of the claims that Johnny was saying. I was just like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Hold up.
We had fun. We had a good time.
And the original Willy Wonka was from 1971. So it was mad old. I guess the gripes that I had, and again, I'm
let's
right
hear
there
these
with
wok
you, Dave.
gripes. I want to hear the wok.
No, I'm just
stuff.
saying, like I was right there with you, Dave. I'm like I liked what's the Demon Barber of Fleet Street and shit. And that was a musical.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, I did enjoy that movie. And I did see the play. And again, there has to be some dialogue for me. So that's why I like the whole Hamilton shit. But when he started saying the shit was like these rappers, and I was like,
all right, I'm going to just read you a couple lines.
Okay, here we go.
Just so you understand what I'm talking about.
Spit them like
right?
pun.
Dead in the middle of little diddle.
It's definitely a Big Pun is number one at that style, right?
We're doubling down. Let's do it. Go ahead.
I'm doubling down. I said it.
Yeah.
So he goes,
Tripling
I'm going to
down
get
at
a
this
scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dang, I am amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains, but no polish. I got to holler just to be heard. With every word, I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. The power of speech, unimpeachable. Like, again... It's not the content you want to hear. He's not talking about drugs, bitches, and partying, but the style is right there. Like, it's the same multiple rhymes within the lines.
The syllable usage.
If you told Pun that he had to write a musical about a historical character, it would come out very similar to the way this did.
And then he'd probably punch his girl in the fucking mouth.
And shit in her face. Yeah.
Damn. Pun got down like that?
Oh my God. Pun was such an asshole.
Yeah, he was an asshole.
Damn. Okay.
Anyways, send all your hate mail to johnnyquest@gmail.com.
Yeah.
He'll read it on his Vision Pro and tell you to fuck yourself.
Yeah. He'll just be a blip.
Word.
Sorry guys for going on that tangent. I thought that shit was fucking wild for this comparison here. Johnny, looks like you're already trying to bounce on us.
Nah, okay. Vision Pro. Just tripping.
Yeah. Vision Pro issues. I know you gotta take off. Is that your time limit, or you got a little bit more time? Okay.
Oh no.
Nope.
This is why
Or is it me?
That's why I don't buy Apple products.
Is it me?
No.
Okay. I love that
the real Johnny's frozen and the fake Johnny is still moving. Johnny, that's what's so wild. Yeah.
I could see his eyes and shit moving like what's going on?
What the fuck?
What's going on?
But real Johnny's just stop.
Oh, I love it. I don't know if he can hear us, see us, or what. Oh,
the fake Johnny can. It's just fake Johnny
the
now.
The real Johnny dropped off. Fake Johnny's still there. He kind of looks like Johnny Depp.
A little bit. I can see it.
Older Johnny Depp, though. Not
Hey.
Not young Johnny Depp.
Not blow Johnny Depp.
No.
What was the...
It's like but still pre-bloated Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp didn't get bloated like Steven Seagal, though.
No. No, but he's definitely like... He's definitely kind of odd looking.
For sure. Oh, yeah, no. That's what happens when you get old. You get the weird...
Yes.
I called it Steven Seagal head for the longest time. All right. Just like that was like my worst fear was getting Steven Seagal head when I got old. I didn't want my shit to just fucking poof. Just expand like Barry Bonds.
Martin is swollen like that.
Yeah, no, dude. In Bad Boys, Martin does not look good, bro. I would be self-conscious as a motherfucker if that were me, dog.
Yeah, but if that's you, that's just it gradually turned into that. You won't.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like if I saw myself like that, like I could see it from a third person. Like you don't see it when you look in the mirror, but if you were to watch yourself like in the theater on the big screen, you'd be like, yo, I look fucking old and bloated as a motherfucker. Even Will Smith to a degree too. I mean, it's just no matter how good you take of yourself, like you're gonna get old and fucking thick.
Yeah.
Just don't get Steven Seagal head because that's the worst.
I'm young and thick, so
facts.
I feel you.
What you doing? You look good in blue. You don't wear blue too often.
No, not this bright blue.
Nah, you look like a fucking... Is this for the Wonka talk? Is this some Violet Beauregard type shit you're rocking?
No, it wasn't.
No, it is though.
When the fuck do you know for me to be like... When do you know me to be like that well thought out and planned?
I'm just saying. You knew we were going to be talking about Wonka.
Never. Yeah, so Johnny, I don't know.
Having some technical difficulties.
I love it because even though his real face fell off, I can see his robotic fucking Vision Pro face. Looks like he can probably hear us too, because I see a small smirk.
Oh, there he is.
Tell.
Yeah. So my laptop apparently, even though it was connected to my monitor, was not charging the entire time, and so it just died. So it's quite possible nothing that we just spoke about is going to be saved on my computer. I don't know. I'll have to do some disaster recovery. Fun times.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all I had. Before I gotta run.
Yeah. You bouncing now, right?
Good luck editing. Have a good one.
I know.
We'll see ya.
I know it sucks.
Yeah, I got a G Izzo.
Yes, sir.
But
Word.
Yeah, good times.
Word.
Yeah.
Thanks for popping in.
Well, thanks for popping in. We'll catch you on the next one, whenever that might be.
Yeah, hopefully you see my whole face next time.
Yeah, for sure. Unless you want to be fancy.
Nah, I'm good. All right.
All right, bro. Peace. All right, so Hollywood, some official Hollywood stuff. Looks like this one is fresh for today. A crew member on the set of a Marvel TV show has died. The set of Marvel's Wonder Man, starring Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, has died, and the crew member was working as a rigger at the studio center, as Radford Studio Center, in Los Angeles, and he fell from the rafters.
Oh,
and died. So,
well, I better hop on Facebook and post a picture of me and him together so I can let everyone know how much I cared about him. No, but that sucks, dude. I'm not trying to fucking hear that, dude. That's
nice callback.
A nice gentleman on the crew lost his life. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I hope Marvel takes care of him, and I hope his family's taken care of, and all that stuff that goes with it.
I'm sure they will. That's rough. Honestly, I completely forgot that Yahya Abdul-Mateen was hired for Marvel's Wonder Man, let alone
that there is a Marvel's Wonder Man. Yeah, that was surprising to me as well.
Yes, that, and also I vaguely remember that they said that he was cast as that, but the fact that they're filming, so it's already filming. The premise sounds cool for this, but it does suck that someone died on that, because that always
that's never a good feeling. I wonder,
but it seemed like it was just like it wasn't like a fucking
Alec Baldwin
Rust situation,
right? This was
like
just
this dude was working on the set and fell from the rafters, which is, I've had jobs where they would want some shit like that for me, and I'm like, can't
fuck you.
Nope. On a more positive note, though, the show is, I guess a synopsis is, he's a Hollywood actor. He's starring as Wonder Man, called Simon Williams. He's a Hollywood actor and stuntman who gains superpowers. And the series is created by the creator of Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And the director of Shang-Chi.
Is this a Marvel Spotlight? One of those where you don't need to know.
I would imagine so, because I don't think
nobody knows dick about this.
Right. So I don't assume that you would have to have seen anything other than a small tidbit that it does say in here. But it is a pleasant surprise for someone who does watch this, and I'm not going to be that dickhead to spoil it for you. So
no, that's fair. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I felt like it was a little bit of a spoiler for a show that I had no idea about. So yeah, No, I'm good on that.
Word.
Let's see. Gina Carano is in the news again. So Gina Carano, if you guys remember a while back, she was let go from Disney because of, misconduct and whatnot. Disney has certain rules. She took a very big political stance, on pretty much she was pro-Trump, so you can kind of assume the political stance that she took. I guess the biggest situation at that time was that Disney, it was something about putting their pronouns on there in support of Pedro Pascal's sister. I know he had his pronouns on his then Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they asked her to do it or something in support, and she put beep, bop, boop.
She also compared being a right-wing Republican to being a Jew in Nazi Germany, being persecuted as though she were a Jew. I think that was the major. That was one of the major parts. I think Disney had some trouble with. Yeah.
Yep. So either way, again, you can see the stance that she took on that.
Yeah.
And so she decided now that she is going to attempt to sue Disney and Lucasfilm for discrimination and wrongful termination.
Who's footing the bill for this, Walk?
Yes. On top of that, Mr. Elon Musk has gone in and said that he will pay for her legal bills because of his promise to support those who claim they have been discriminated against on Twitter.
Nobody knows how to throw away money like Elon Musk.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Suing Disney, bro? Has anyone ever successfully sued Disney for anything? I cannot think of a more well-prepared group of lawyers that are ready to fuck your shit up other than Disney, bro.
Yeah. No. He just wants to lose.
We're going to follow this. We're going to track this court case because this is going to be fun.
It's very wild. The fact that Gina Carano this is literally the only reason why anyone is fucking talking about her, because the last thing I heard from her was she took some movie from the director's, another right-wing director type movie that was very
about Hunter Biden.
Yeah,
about Hunter. It was a Hunter Biden. Somebody made a movie about Hunter, and this was financed by people with actual money. They're like, yes, let's green light this Hunter Biden movie.
Yeah, even she knew that wasn't going to be a goddamn thing.
I'll show you, Disney. I got this Hunter Biden movie on the back burner here. It's ready to fucking kill.
A day in the life. Yeah, all people really have to say about Hunter Biden is he's a crackhead. It's like, okay.
My dude likes to party. Can guys not have hobbies or what? What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh yeah, don't point out any Republicans that have fucking coke addictions, right?
Oh Jesus, or little kid addictions. What are we talking here? Yeah, there's all kinds of addictions going around.
All kinds of addictions.
Let's sue Disney. That sounds like a winnable case.
God is only on one side, so
Yeah.
Anyway,
and it's not Gina Carano's.
It's not Gina Carano's. Let's see. Let's wrap it up with a couple. Not small. This isn't small by any means. We know that Quinten Tarantino has always said that he is doing 10 movies, 10 films that he will direct, write and direct. And those 10 movies will be it. So, and we know that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was his 9th film. And he said at the time, he was like, yeah, I don't know what my 10th film is going to be. I don't know what it's going to be about. We'll see. It could be 10 years from now. Well, we know that is now moving forward, and that it is going to be starring Brad Pitt. So that is the big news there, is that the final film is called The Movie Critic, and we spoke about that at the time when they announced it. Brad Pitt is going to be joining him on his last film. So
this film was described, and I don't know if this was said by Quinten himself He said it would be as if Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver, if he were a movie critic.
Movie critic. Interesting.
Which sound, I don't know, are you familiar with Taxi Driver? You saw Taxi Driver? Yes. So that is a very interesting premise, and it sounds like, if Brad Pitt's going to be that dude, he's going to be, I don't know, a movie critic that, he gets a bad review and he takes some shit into his own hand. Like, I don't know how that goes, but it sounds very promising. I love that Brad Pitt is going to be in it because Brad and Quinten work very, very well together, as we saw in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And let's be honest, I'm a big Brad Pitt guy. You know this. Our listeners know this. This is a Pitt pod
and a Quinten Tarantino
and a QT guy, QT and a Pitt guy. So this is gonna be super dope. And Quinten says it's his last movie. If I know Quinten in the superficial fan way that I think I know Quinten, down the road, if he gets an idea in his head and, it won't do as a book or a short story, like if he has an idea that he wants to make a movie out of, he absolutely will. So I'm not super devastated that this is his last movie, because honestly, I think we'll get more. I think this is just him sort of, putting the brakes on for a little bit. He's a new dad.
Yeah. And that doesn't mean that we're not getting Quinten Tarantino content.
Right.
We're just
not getting... could be different. It could be a miniseries. It could be, I read the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood novel when it came out post-movie.
And someone else directs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There was a little bit more tidbit here. I guess it was during a screening of Rolling Thunder, which is a 1977 film. He said at the time of the screening, when they interviewed him, that the movie was set in California the year of that film's release, which is 1977, and that it is quote unquote based on a guy who really lived but was never really famous, and he used to write movie reviews for a porno rag.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he might have a little a little hostility, a little beef there.
Yep.
Maybe quite couldn't break into the big time, was stuck in the small times, and he's kind of pissed about it.
I mean, if he's writing reviews on porn,
yeah, you're not doing great. If you're a porn reviewer, I'm not. First of all, I'm not reading a porn review before I check it out. I'm just going to check that shit out and let you know what's up.
Right.
Like, oh, did you see those new porn? I don't know. Is there like a porn Rotten Tomatoes where they let you know, yo, Violet Myers was fucking top notch in this flick. You need to check it out.
And I guess his inspiration from it, he said that it goes back to a job that he had when he was a teenager, loading porn magazines into a vending machine and emptying out the quarters. And he said all of the other stuff was too skanky. The page is like loading ads and like jumping. He said all of the other stuff was too skanky to read, but there was this one porno rag that had a really interesting movie page. So he would actually like read those, and that is the inspiration for this movie. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be a great, regardless of how you feel about Quinten Tarantino, right, and his movies and shit. That this one is gonna be his last one, so he's gonna put some stank on it.
Oh, he's gonna go in. He's gonna go in for sure.
Word. So I'm excited for that. Brad Pitt starring in it. Can only confirm that this movie is going to be the shit. Lastly, back to Marvel a little bit.
Okay.
We know that Steven Yeun, is that how you pronounce it?
That's how I pronounce it. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but yes, that is how I pronounce it.
Sure. We know that he was tied to the movie The Thunderbolts, which they've been losing actors as of late. Not sure as to why. I have a pretty good idea because Thunderbolts is who the fuck cares about the Thunderbolts, maybe?
Yes.
But either way, he was lined up to play Sentry. A lot of people were very excited about that because it's going to be the first time that Sentry comes to the MCU.
Yeah.
And since he dropped out, there's a new report that Lewis Pullman has accepted the role of Sentry. Yes, he's Bill Pullman's son. He was he was in Top Gun 2.
Oh, what did he do? Who was he in Top Gun 2?
He was one of the main dudes in Top Gun 2.
Damn,
you just probably didn't notice the fact that he was Bill Pullman's son.
Does he look like Bill Pullman? Can you see it? Once you know?
Once you hear the fact that he is Bill Pullman's son, you go, fuck, he looks just like his dad.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. So, Top Gun, who did he play? Top Gun Maverick.
I really liked that Top Gun.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I mean, like I said, I want to hate all of his movies, and then you fucking watching it like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm even beyond the
Bob.
Tom Cruise hate at this point.
He played Lieutenant Robert Bob Floyd.
I'd have to rewatch. I'm not overly familiar.
Sure. I mean, he looks just like his dad.
Okay. All right, Bill.
Here, I'll pull up.
Do we got a little side by side of the Pullmans?
This. Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid editing more of the bullshit.
That's fair.
Here, I'll share. Let's see. Here we go. All right, sharing it right now. This is a side by side of the Pullmans.
Yeah. No, I can definitely see it, dude.
Yeah, he looks like his dad.
That's like that's like Casper Bill Pullman almost. A little bit older. He's a little bit older, but I definitely see it now that you say that.
Sure. Yeah.
Good for him. Good for the Pullmans.
Right. Yeah, and it was like I saw that movie, remembered the character, and then I found out I saw his name, Lewis Pullman. I was like, "Oh, is that Bill Pullman?" Sure, the fuck it is.
Sure,
and then
the
once
fuck
you
is.
see it's Bill Pullman, you can see it in his face. So
That's like what's his face with in Monarch there, fucking
yeah.
Wyatt Russell looks just like his fucking dad, dude. It's wild.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't really notice it, but because he played a younger version of his dad in that show, you can really see it. And it's like, fuck, holy shit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because we've seen Wyatt Russell in Winter Soldier, the fucking Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
The scary Captain America. Yeah.
Yeah, the bullshit ass Captain America he played. And like when you find out that's Kurt Russell's son, you go, oh yeah, I can kind of see it. But when he plays a younger version of his dad and it's like one scene, then it's him, and you're like, oh fuck, he looks just like his dad.
Yeah. Anybody watching is just like, yo, this casting was wild. Who is this casting director?
Exactly.
They are on point right now.
Facts.
Killing it.
All right. Yeah. Is there, that's all I have. We had a nice long episode this time. It's been a minute.
You've been fucking with anything? I know you finished The Sopranos. Have you been watching any more of The Wire?
I have not turned on The Wire yet. We finished Griselda.
That's right.
So I was fucking with that.
We both watched Killers of the Flower Moon.
I watched Killers of the Flower Moon, which was great.
Yep.
It was a long time coming for me to watch that.
Yep. You watched American Nightmare?
American Nightmare.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Fucking wild, bro.
Wild situation.
Yep.
Documentary on a gone girl, quote unquote, gone girl missing person case from 2015.
Yep.
2016 or some shit like that.
Yeah, right in there. Right in that time.
And it was
period.
wild. It was wild.
That was a crazy ride, that doc.
Yeah. Very wild ride.
And you called out the
that was
editing
cool.
too, which was fantastic.
Yes. Yep. They make you sway one way or the other, and then you don't fucking know what the truth is.
Yeah.
And then they hit you with a bomb on the third episode.
Make you feel like a dick.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're questioning everyone in this.
Yep. 100%.
And
we're still hanging in there with True Detective.
I am. I'm not caught up. I'm behind one episode.
It's the only weekly show that we have to watch, and it made me sad because I miss having that, that Wednesday show or that Friday show. Like, all I have is fucking True Detective on Sunday, and it's been good. It hasn't been fucking blowing my socks off, but like, it's still been a decent watch, and I look forward to it. But man, I can't wait till we have. Oh, speaking of which, 2 days, the 9th, February 9th, Halo season 2 comes back. Okay. For any of our listeners that fucked with that first season of Halo on Paramount Plus, I believe is its home where it lives. That show kind of got a lot of shit from some hardcore Halo fans for the way they portrayed Master Chief, but I have been nothing but stoked with that. And the second season looks even more fucking wild and intense, so it'll be nice to have a Thursday show to look forward to.
Yeah, I had my gripes, but it was still enjoyable.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable show. The biggest argument people had is the fact that they show his face like right away.
Yeah.
And, majority of the show, he has his face off, his helmet off. And it's like, it's not fucking Master Chief.
Yeah.
It's
Pablo Schreiber. We need to make sure that y'all know it.
Right. And he came out, he was like, you know what? It's just not real. It's just not compelling to the story to have someone with a mask.
And it's not
fucking
dude.
Mando.
That's fair. Like who wants,
it's not, but they pulled it off with Mando. He took his helmet off, but that wasn't until like the end of season 2 or some shit. And that only lasted X amount before they just put it right back on.
Let's be honest though. The same Mando.
The same Mando,
dog. They're Paramount Plus. They got to work with what they got. They need to pop that helmet off, son.
Ah, you're right. Pop that helmet. Yeah.
That's all.
I think that's
all I got,
all
baby.
Really
I'm tapped.
I don't think I have anything else.
No.
Yeah. Let's see. Write this down. All right. Yeah. Since we have nothing else, you already know. Guys, thank you for tuning into this episode. If you made it this far, that means you fuck with us, so we fuck with you. Remember to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast wherever it is that you are listening or watching, and make sure to tell us what you like about the show, what you don't like about the show. We don't care. Just please interact. Give us some love. Remember, if you want to cop some merch, go to insensitivemerch.com. Cop yourself some gear. Stay fresh. Rep the pod. When people say, who the hell is Insensitive Culture? Let them know that it is your favorite podcast in the fucking world. And, gain us some, help us with some listeners. Other than that, guys, thank you again for following us these 200 episodes, whether you are just listening to us or you've been following along. We really enjoy it. 200 episodes, 4 years strong. It is nothing to scoff at. We do this shit every week for the most part. Probably missed a few weeks. In total of 4 years, we probably missed definitely less than 10 episodes.
Oh, 100%. I'd say 6 tops.
Right, 6 tops where we did not produce an episode. And a good amount of those were probably recent.
Yeah.
But again, thank you for doing all of that. We will catch you next week. We love you. Peace.
Peace.